Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sachdeva, former Chief Engineer, CA. My associate with the CBIP since 1963, when CBIP was financed by the State Election Boards, and they used to refer to them for the difficulties or experience in doing some projects. Now I am going today to speak integration of distribution energy resources, which includes rooftop, solar electric vehicles, storage system, and demand responses. UN report July 2025, when reviewing the status of the DERs, and they applauded the capability of India in creating the achievements, creating the DERs and their achievement. Against India commitment of 500 gigawatt DER capacity by 2030 and achieving net zero emission by 2070, India achieved more than 50% in June 30, 25, and 5 years ahead of the 2030 target that under its national determined contribution to Paris Agreement. Distributed energy resources, what is their function? How do they help in the system maintaining the network? DER, when there is a not connected to the system and only connected to the nearby network, when there is a fault or when there is a disruption in the central station from the central station, it supplies power to the distribution network connected to this. Full utilization of DRs require maturing of current practices, that is, they are connected, DR are connected prior to metering unit, and as and when the supply is available or when the solar is available, it makes use of the sun and the energy created by distributed energy resources. DOE prior to 2025 was working with institutions, developers, communities, etc., to ensure that clean energy transformation by resulting into reliable, silent, resilient, secure, and affordable electric grid, including distribution. Our U.S. administration, one big bill, beautiful bill, starting from October 25, slashed most of the tax credits and subsidies for the clean energy established under the Inflation Reduction Act and implementation and favor for fossil fuel policies with the dramatic effect on deployment of clean energy in USA, and DOE changes role accordingly. Optimization of DER, that is your called DERMS. DERMS mean demand side management program. Now, what is happening if the solar or the renewable resources are available, but they are not connected or prior to the meter, then its utilization become totally independent. So to have a total control on the DERs and the central supply available, DERMS is utility system designed to visualize and control customer and utility DERs. Utilities, regulatory bodies, and policymakers create a common language and understanding of all the functions of DERM is a critical first step as to how DRMs will contribute to effective, affordable, and equitable energy system. DER management involves communication and management by grid operators of group DERs to deliver grid services and balance demand with supply provided customers opt in and allow their utility to manage their DERs. Increasing enrollment in both demand side and DER management program is key, increasing the visibility behind the meter. Many utilities have already experienced the benefits of management programs, and through increased flexibility in managing the grid, increased reliability, lower emission, and cost reduction because of their demand side or DER management program. CEA and Government of India, they created DER grid connectivities through CEA publication, CEA Technical Standards for Connectivity to Grid Regulation 2006, published in 2007, and issued amendment regulation in 2019, and then further clarification in 23. Solar microgrid, then Odisha state was the state which created two microgrids in their remote area where there was no power supply of 10 kilowatt and 15 kilowatt to serve those communities. Each microgrid operates as an island system having an own three-phase 440 volts AC LT distribution, 3 km line from the microgrid plant. Single phase energy inverters are installed at each household location for meeting the power supply. This slide shows the solar system set up in the CBIP in the 1 gigawatt power plant at Sachdeva, Odisha, which is connected to the grid and supply power along with the grid. On the right side of the slide, you will see it gives you all the protection scheme which are provided to the grid system, to the 1 gigawatt power plant at Sachdeva. DERM technology providers. India has 9 DERMS providers. One is Tata Power, another one is Siemens India, another one is GE Grid Solutions, next one is Schneider Electric India, then ABB India, now Hitachi Energy, then RE New Power, and that is DR Segregation BPV pilots, BSCS Rajdhani and Yamuna, and SCC Solar Energy Corporation of India. USA has 13 DERMS provided, and they are named in the as in this para, which can be gone through, and the PPT will be made available, this thing, and these references can be taken. Europe has 6 numbers, including one UK, and they are available, distributed over Europe and Norway, then Germany, then France, Belgium, then Germany, and then Ireland, and then UK. Use cases DERMS. US has 6 numbers. One is in California, another is in New York, another is in Texas, another one is the Massachusetts, and next one is the Colorado and Minnesota. And then in India, we have forward and 5 this thing: Tata, Delhi, BSS, Rajdhani Delhi. Then Kerala has a DRMs, and Pune, SCSC, NTPC, MOP, they have set up a station at Ladakh in JNK. Then in Europe, there are 5 numbers: Germany, UK, then France, then Vattenfall, then UAE, there are 3 numbers: Dubai Electric and Water Authority, that is DEWA, then Masada and Siemens, then EV Coordination, TAQA, TAQA Group, and AD Power, ESCO, and DAWA. Conclusion. See, the success of DER, which has been mostly spread over the globe, as reported by the UN National Conferences in July 2025, while reviewing the renewables, India credibility and clean energy achievement are lauded. India's commitment to complement 500 gigawatt of DER capacity by 2030 and achieving net zero energy by 2070. India has achieved more than 50%. That is 5 years in June 25, 5 years ahead of the target set into 2030. DOU's rule of mitigation greenhouse gases and achieving net zero carbon target have been put on hold under US administration. One Big Beautiful Act starting from October 25 by slashing most tax credits and subsidies for clean energy, and appropriation are made for research on fossil fuel generation carbon gas catchment. DO and DERMS platform state center stage in grid transformation. California Energy Commission developed distributed energy resources value estimation tool and EPRI and other use cases to establish DERMS capability toward effective deployment of DS. Protection system of 11 kV grid connected 1 gigawatt power PV system in Odisha 2014 is also discussed. DERMS providers available in USA 6 numbers and 5 numbers each in India Europe and UA have been also listed in the previous slides and discuss their capability in summit. Thanks for your patience.